station so hot, it's cool.
You don't know. You're listening to 98.9.
98.9 Win FM.
Eight 24, we're here to do it again. It's Island Tea for Monday, November 25th, 2024. And I got my girl Kay on the case. What's up?
Inspector Gadget, good morning to you. Good morning to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Oh boy, MacGyver.
Yeah, and the regional and international diaspora, good morning, good morning. 5 days away from the end of this month, and we will trot along into December where everybody's going to spend most of their monies to refurbish, to paint over their house, to get a new bedroom set, a new living room set, etc., etc. And then the 25th is going to come and it's all going to be over, and then we have...
Are you projecting?
I'm just saying what normally happens. And then we have the 101 days of January. Well, not anymore, I should say, because the days are fleeting fast.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's the 25th already. By the time we look, it's going to be the 26th. I hope we all intend to have a fabulous Monday today. Whatever we're doing, wherever we are, be safe, be authentically you. And, just be kind to someone today. You never know whose spirit, whose mind, whose aura you are lifting today. Let's just be kind as we go along. So, Jamsta, I was listening to the Social Security summary right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, and then I went in Google, why is the world raising the retirement age?
Because people are living longer.
Not necessarily, because in Sri Lanka, I see the retirement age is 55. In China,
Really?
55. I'm actually shocked at that. I see in China, for women in managerial position, it's 58. The fellows have a longer time. I think it was 63 or 65, if I remember correctly. And for persons that do manual labor, it's 55. Yeah. But I was hoping to find something more concrete.
I wonder what the
to tell me.
reason. Maybe it's a cultural thing, but I would like to think probably I feel like culturally, maybe some of those Asian cultures, they eat more healthy generally. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's about work-life balance. Maybe, no.
And it also says researchers have found that retirement spike at the age of 65.
Age of 65.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it would be interesting to find out what the reasons are. I'm sure it's a mixture of cultural and so on.
It says Sri Lanka features the world's lowest retirement age at 55. A few other countries, primarily in the developing world, have similarly lower retirement ages due to different life expectancy and workforce dynamics.
It's very young.
Yeah, I know. And then China, it says China has released its plan to raise the statutory retirement age. Why am I tongue-tied? For male and female employees. Wow. The increase will start to gradually take effect from January the 1st, 2025. The ultimate retirement age set by statute will continue to be based on gender and classification as a manager or non-manager.
And you realize that in France they had riots and demonstrations for
that, yeah.
for months
Yeah.
because they wanted to
Wow.
raise it. They wanted to raise it. I think it was 67 or somewhere around there. But
Wow. Look, Canada. 65 is considered a normal retirement age. You can start receiving your pension as early as 55 and still receive an unreduced pension if your age at retirement plus your years of service equals 85 points. This is called the 85 factor. Wow.
So 55, and I wonder who has the highest.
You mean the highest one? You mean the age?
The highest, retirement age.
I'm trying to find out. Wow. Let me check the UK. Oh. State pension age is currently 66 years old for both men and women in the UK. Wow.
I wonder if it should be different based on the fact that women live longer. You know?
Wow. Germany is 66 as well.
Germany 66.
Yes. Oh boy.
What's France?
And eventually it's going to be 67. Let me check. Wow. by the time you retire, you die.
Yeah, some people retire
and then that's it. Oh gosh, you can get to enjoy yourself.
You know, there's this medical school of thought that
62. It said in 2023 a law was passed in France that raises the retirement age from 62 to 64. Wow. With a requirement that the retiree has to work for at least 43 years. What if you couldn't get work?
43 years?
You hear? Maybe all of that is why
What?
people protesting as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this is rough.
But you know, on the continent, on the European continent, especially France and those places, they seem to be more about work-life balance, because that's probably why they had riots.
Wow. And look, Saudi Arabia, on the flip, why am I being tongue-tied? On the flip side, Saudi Arabia has the lowest current retirement age at only 47 years with full pension benefits. Only Turkey at 52 years was close, and notably both had much higher effective retirement ages on average. Good morning, officer.
So we're going to take a stop for Traffic Talk. That's coming up. Brought to you by Caribbean Alliance Insurance. It's 8:30, and so we're going to go take a quick break here from our sponsor, Caribbean Alliance Insurance, and come back for Traffic Talk on the other side.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is WIN FM.
When it comes to the important things in life, your health, your education, your choice of a life partner, and of course your insurance provider, only the best will do. Caribbean Alliance Insurance is the only insurance company in the Eastern Caribbean with an A excellent rating. We have a robust 3-tier reinsurance strategy that protects our policyholders from multiple catastrophes, even if they occur in quick succession. We spread our risks over 18 territories, ensuring minimal impact to individual territories when a disaster strikes. We provide an excellent claims experience. Claim settlement is usually between 24 to 48 hours. Our A excellent rating means that you are more secure with us. Contact us for motor, property, marine, public liability, employer's liability, and other policies. Delisle Walwyn, people you can trust. Local agent for Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Tomorrow secured.
Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode.
8:32, and it's time for Traffic Talk, brought to you by Caribbean Alliance Insurance. And we got Officer Sophia Henry. Morning, officer.
Good morning, Jamsta. How are you?
Good. You had a good week?
Yes, I did.
Not ready for retirement, are you? You know,
Good morning,
you're not ready for
officer.
retirement, right? We're just talking about retirement. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
we're just
She's
teasing you.
like, I'm
Just
not.
te-
She
we
doesn't
just
look quite
teasing.
sure over here.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
teasing.
I'm not answering that question.
Okay. No problem. Moving on.
She's pleading the fifth. So, officer, what's on your mind this morning? What's on the agenda for us today?
This one, I want to talk about vehicle license and notification requirements, tint regulation for vehicles, importation, and reassignment of registration numbers. The Traffic Department is here to remind vehicle owners of their obligation under the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 15.06. If a vehicle cannot be licensed when the license becomes due, the owner must notify the Traffic Department within 1 month after the license expiry date, providing the reason for the vehicle inability to be licensed is unserviceable or unused. This means if your vehicle is down for some mechanical problem or waiting some part, then you notify the Traffic Department. This doesn't mean that if you cannot come up with the license fee, you notify the Traffic Department. Failure to provide the required notification within the specific time frame will result in the vehicle owner being liable for the full license fee, plus penalties when the vehicle is being licensed. To avoid these charges, vehicle owners are strongly encouraged to comply with the notification requirements. As I said, your vehicle is down and it's waiting a part, so you notify the Traffic Department in writing, and we also have a book there where we put it in. So you come, you bring the letter, we enter it in the book, and you sign the book to say that your vehicle is off the road. So when your vehicle is up and ready to go for licensing, you come back to the Traffic Department, and you also have to bring the insurance to let us see that it is insured, and then you get a waiver for the length of time it was off the road. The tint regulation for vehicle importation, the licensing authority is advising all motorists intending to import vehicles into the Federation of the following important regulation. All vehicles being imported must comply with the minimum windscreen and window tint allowance of 35 light transmittance. This requirement is in place to ensure public safety adherence to the Federation vehicle standards. To facilitate compliance, vehicles shipped from Japan, Europe, and other Asian countries will undergo inspection before shipment by inspectors approved by the licensing authority and the St. Kitts and Nevis Bureau of Standards. Vehicles that exceed the minimum tint requirement will not be permitted to board the vessel. Motorists are advised to verify the tint specification of their vehicle before initiating the shipping process to avoid unnecessary delays or additional costs. And as I said, this can be you can find this in the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 15.06, 62, Regulation 62 of that Act. Yes, Jamsta, you just have something to say, Jamsta?
No, about what?
I hear you breathe off, I think.
No, that was me.
Oh, I thought he had to
No.
query something.
No.
So, person who intended to import vehicles, make sure that your tint on the vehicle, the manufacturing tint, is 35%. Anything less than that, it would not be permitted to board the vessel. And I said 62, subsection 6, the windscreen, side or rear window of a motor vehicle shall, if tinted, allow a minimum of 35% of light transmission, whether the glass has been custom tinted by the manufacturer itself or applied by any other person. So you can go and look it up for yourself in Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 15.06, subsection 6. The Traffic Department hereby inform the general public of the provision under Section 8, subsection 8 of the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 15.06. This section stipulates that registration numbers assigned to a motor vehicle remain valid for a period of 12 months, provided the vehicle license is renewed within this time frame. 2. If a vehicle license is not renewed within 12 months after its expiry date, the registration number assigned to that vehicle become eligible for a reassignment unless a request for an extension is made in writing. So if your vehicle ends with a 9, and we know you have to license that in September. After September, you didn't license your vehicle, you have a month to notify the traffic department. You get additional 12 months, and after that, your number is eligible to be reassigned to someone else. This reassignment of registration number is essential to maintain a sufficient pool of numbers for new vehicle registrations. The traffic department will be reassigning numbers that meet criteria outlined above, as I said earlier. Owners of vehicles with expired license beyond the stipulated time frame are encouraged to renew their license promptly if they wish to retain their current registration numbers. So anybody out there whose vehicle is not licensed and it's already gone a year, your vehicle number is eligible for...
To be given away.
Yes. So if you really want that number, you can come and...
What if my part prolongs for more than months or years for my car, especially if it's a car that is not as prevalent as others? Can I still lose my number?
We give you a year and we'll see how long it takes.
Okay, so after that
Once you put
year,
in
do
writing,
I keep writing to you?
just
Keeping you
inform
informed?
us,
Okay,
yes.
all right.
But then after maybe 2 years, then, you know,
Got to
the
go.
number, yes.
Oh, boy. All right.
And some person will say, can I pay for my number? No, you do not pay for a number. You pay to license the vehicle. I remember the vehicle is attached to the number. So you can't just go and pay for a number to keep it. Because when you're licensing your vehicle, you have to make sure your vehicle have insurance and it is inspected.
Yeah.
So you cannot inspect a number. You have to inspect the vehicle to make sure that vehicle pass for licensing purpose.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, Jamsta. Any questions? Yes, Jamsta?
No, not at the moment. But maybe this is a good time to encourage calls from the listeners. Listeners, if you have any calls, feel free to call and or even comments. Let's check the comments and see if anyone has any words up in here for you. Let me see. Okay, no, nothing really. Yeah, saying good morning to all the people in the chat: Cleo, Gwinnett, Sinrick, and Dave Livingstone. Yeah.
Talking about tint also, I know some persons have this thing with a curtain in their vehicle. It is also an offense.
Even if the vehicle comes with that curtain.
Yes, it's an
curtain?
offense.
Yeah,
they
you know
have
the little
some-
pull across drapey looking thing? Yeah, it's in some Jeeps, in some...
There's a sun screening.
Yeah. It's
And
like you could sleep in your vehicle with that, yeah. Mhm.
So what's wrong with that?
It's
an
an offense.
Here.
Why is it an offense?
Because the Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 15.0660-9 states, no person shall drive or being the owner permitted any other person to drive a motor vehicle with any sign, post, or other reflective or sunscreening material upon the windscreen, side, or rear windows of such motor vehicle.
Okay.
Yes, so that's a sunscreen. You say it's a sunscreening, so you drop off. It's an offense on the the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act.
Yeah, but you still didn't tell me why it's an offense.
Because in the regulation, Jamster,
What does the regulation say?
I just read it for you, Jamster. Any person shall drive or being the owner permit any other person to drive a motor vehicle with any sign, poster, or other reflective or sun screening material.
So you basically saying it's an offense because it's an offense.
That's what I'm saying. It's in the
Or,
regulation.
it's an offense because I said so.
No,
There's
it's
no
an
reason.
offense because it's in the regulation. Okay, Jamster? Yes. It's not because I said so. It's in the regulation and I'm reading from the regulation.
Those kind of laws rub me the wrong way because it just gives.
It's not
it gives,
everything. It's
it
not
gives this
everything
it gives
persons-
this quasi-authoritarian thing that I don't like.
It's not everything person
is,
gonna
you know.
agree with. And if we didn't have laws, what do you think would have happened to the country?
Lawless one.
No,
Okay, it
no,
would be a
no,
lawless
no. I'm
country.
not saying that, but
Yes.
it would help if you at least give the rationale for the law.
But the fact that it comes with
It sounds like a
came
parent.
equipped with that
Yeah.
No, yeah, some
Curtains.
persons put them up.
I find in our culture, the law, it's like this parent-child kind of relationship where you're not supposed to do and so. Why? Because I said so. That's not how it should work.
And your
You're supposed to
parent-
give us a rationale.
No, but your parent will tell you why you should not do this. So I'm telling you why you should not do this because it's in the law.
It's in the law.
And as I said, if we did not have laws, we'll have a lawless country and persons will do as they please. And we'll have a lot of chaos and confusion. Because if law wasn't there, what do you think will happen? Person who driving, what do you think will happen? They'll park anywhere. They'll do anything. They'll stop in the middle of the road. And what do you think will happen?
But she didn't answer. You didn't answer her question. She
What?
asked, "Well, if the vehicle comes with it, what's?"
It's an offense.
It's an offense.
It's
still.
an offense. Just like I'm
So that means
saying.
y'all can get up and say that if a vehicle comes tinted, that's an offense too.
That's what I'm saying.
But suppose
Yeah,
it's
it is.
in
It
glass.
is. It is. It is. That's what I said, Jamster.
But then remember, these vehicles are made overseas. Do we now tell them to make the tint according to our
Yes.
specification? But
As
that
I
gonna be an
said,
extra
because-
charge, though.
But suppose I buy a vehicle from a country, maybe I buy a vehicle from Saudi Arabia where it's really hot. So maybe the glass is extra tinted
Extra
to keep
tinted,
the sun,
yeah, to
sun
keep
out.
the sun out.
You're gonna tell me I can't buy that vehicle?
Remember, vehicles.
I
that
have a
is coming-
serious problem with
Vehicles
that.
that are coming from overseas now are being tested for these things.
Wow. So once they get up the port,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Sophie,
have
you
a
know I
standard.
love you. It's nothing to
I
do
love
with
it.
you.
I
It's
love
just-
it to Jamster.
It's just
But there's an inspection that is going on now in the Asian countries that vehicles before they import, they be inspected there.
Okay. Okay.
And as I said, if
Oh.
that doesn't pass the requirement, it won't be eligible to go on the vessel.
I'm gonna pick my battles
Yes,
because the powers that be don't listen anyway. So why should I?
yes,
Oh boy.
So
I know you like to be devil advocate, but that's why I'm here.
no,
Yes.
no. Gwyneth Samuel says maybe the regulations need to change. The vehicle comes with it. Maybe it was made to enhance the vehicle. Yeah, that's something that should be considered as well.
But for now,
It's an offense.
yes.
It's an offense. Okay, mommy.
Oh boy.
I don't think it's me meant Jamster.
No, not you. No.
Oh boy.
So anybody out there who want to retain the number, remember if your vehicle is down, remember to inform the traffic department in writing. And when you bring the letter, we have a book, you sign it, and we have it there for you.
Okay. For a year. Yes.
And remember, if you get a vehicle, with the new system now, when you come to register a vehicle, you have 7 days in which to go and register that vehicle. Anything after 7 days, you're going to have to come back to the traffic department to do over the whole thing.
You have a call. Hold on. Traffic talk. Go right ahead.
Good morning and to all PCR.
Good morning.
Hey, morning.
Good morning.
I just want to say something with what you're discussing. We have to remember a lot of the laws are based on the outcry of citizens. And therefore, what the officer would have mentioned would have just come from the parliamentarian. I'm mentioning it because I'm going to be a parliamentarian. So we have, and that's a fact. Laws are created because of something, the outcry of the populace. And even though a vehicle is made a particular way, the law of the land is still the same. Because if you go to the U.S., because I know something you also call up the U.S., you still have to conform to those laws. So if you know the laws for something, even though the vehicle might have made like that, then you do not bring it because you know it's going to be a problem. Until the law is changed, until you might have an outcry from the people, and the politicians, the parliamentarian, wasn't a politician, parliamentarian, go with the flow and change the law. We must abide by the law. And I just wanted to bring in that because the laws are there, and that is where the parliamentarian, the persons who are elected to be in parliament, they are there to create laws. I agree with you somewhat if the law do not give reason or justification for it, but most of the time, that is where the debate comes in. So if sometimes you listen to the debate will say the reason why the law or the debate is being carried out to enact something. And that is where it is. And I'm sure if maybe the architect go back up, you will hear the reason why. For something, because you always have a preamble as to why, and then it states out the offense. Am I correct, Sergeant?
Yes, you are.
Right. So it is always a justification somewhere in the law to set out and why the offense is there. So it says the Jamsta, but I just want the general public to know that we are conscious of laws of the officer mentioned, and we should abide by until they're changed. And that is why in some countries, persons lobby their parliamentarians or their representatives to either enact a law. I don't know if you hear about, I think it's even, they have a private members bill and support. A lot of persons, maybe not so much in our country where you have that, but in bigger countries like the US and those countries, they have parliamentarians that sometimes maybe not parliamentarians, they call them like congressmen and so forth, who are there for years. They lobby these people. That is what you hear about the lobbies to bring in certain things for them. And there are persons who have, whether it's a rape or whatever, how it was done, they lobby the government and a law comes in, and sometimes the law is named in that person's name. Am I correct, officer?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I just wanted to bring that into being because we have to be careful something what we're saying, because when we want persons to comply, and sometimes we push in too much, it could also create, because remember, there are different persons with different level listening, and then you don't know what the reaction might be. So I just let me come in here to bring some kind of, if you want, some reasoning, so persons will understand that most of the laws, if not all of the laws, are actually triggered by the outcry of the public, and the parliamentarians who are representing those people go into the house and actually debate, and that's where you have the opposition, where they might want changes, their constituents might say, no, we do not want that, and they go inside to lobby for and on behalf of their constituents to support or not to support a particular legislation. So thank you very much for listening to me. God bless St. Kitts and Nevis. God bless constituency and peace to our great nation. Peace to constituency. You guys have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Same to you, caller. Thanks for your
And we move
contribution.
on to the next call. Caller, go right ahead. It's 8:51. Hi, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, guys.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, how are you?
I'm good. Now I'm listening, right? And like that caller is saying that he's practically saying that it's the people lobby for these laws, these things that she's talking about. But my thing is, how come the law only apply to the citizens and not the people in authority? Because like the Prime Minister calls them they pin to high heaven. Even the police, they call pin to high heaven. What do you think? The police and them don't do crime. They could come and do a drive by too, and nobody could identify them because the vehicle tint out to high heaven. If you're gonna make a law, let it apply to all in sunder, not just to the average citizen. And the police cars them could tint out, and the Prime Minister cars could tint out, so you can't identify nobody. Let it go for everybody. Let us be fair. Have a good day.
Thank you for your contribution, caller. So what do you say to that? Yes, because we know the ministers, it's a right, right, for them to have
Yes.
their cars.
And also the police vehicles.
Mm.
And as it always say, if you want your vehicle to be tinted less than 35%, you must apply to the Minister of National Security for such permission.
But would they give us that
I
authority?
cannot say.
Okay.
You write to them and
Because the fact that when we're caught with the extremely dark tint matching that of the
Yes.
police, maybe we are told, I'm being tongue-tied this morning, we are told to take it off right there and then.
yes. Unless you do not have that permission, yes.
What if everybody gets that permission, though? Whoa.
Well, if everybody get the permission, then
What
there's
a
nothing we
world.
can do.
What a
But
world.
for now, unless you don't have that in writing to show us, you'll have to take it off
Okay. Understood.
and also be ticketed.
No, yeah, that part.
Yes.
Jamsta.
What?
Jamsta is just, no, it's how you look at the office. I'm just like,
Yes.
oh boy. So, Officer Sophie, do you have anything else to add?
Let me ask a question. I noticed, are they gonna? Okay, I noticed they did this stretch from Gillard's onto down by the tank and so, right? In
By
terms
the
of,
factory road.
yeah. Are they gonna do the roundabout as well?
Yes.
Okay. I
They'll
mean,
continue the whole
yeah.
other piece down to the airport roundabout.
yeah, because based on my observation, I realize they're trying to do it to make it as convenient as possible. So when I was thinking, running it through my head, I said, okay, they're probably doing it in such a way that when they start the roundabout, people can probably drive on the runway side and, so. No, I kind of gamed it out. I was looking at it, but I was just making sure they're going to fix it. But I would
Yes,
say
they're
it's
gonna
probably,
continue.
I said they're probably doing it in the most convenient way possible under the circumstances.
Remember, the work was supposed to be from the airport roundabout all the way up to Odgies.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes, I noticed they're doing it in
In
stages,
stages,
which
yes.
is, yeah. Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jamsta.
Hey,
And
what's
good
up?
morning, Kortensia.
Morning,
Miss
Jam
Triz
Down.
And Mistress, you know who.
Yes, Dan.
A question for the traffic. I'm Seaton Street, right in front of the boys' school. Another whole developed deal. I want you, Miss Officer, to allow Public Works to come and fix that thing. Somebody gonna mash up the ankle there. Well, right now, all of a sudden, we don't care about elders who build this country. We gotta do better than this. Now, years ago, a man named Robert Blatcher, he had this, he had the media. And when we bring these things to I don't got joy to these people because they're making the traffic look bad. Only now, yesterday I was listening on radio station, and a lot of callers calling in saying they should privatize the traffic. And it looks like it's that the one. But I really ain't agree with it. Because there's where corruption gonna come. Big time. Deal with certain things and get it done. Come on, man. This is the 24th century. Have a good day, Kortensia and Mistress.
Henry
And
Jams.
we love you.
Thank you.
Well, people love you, Have a good
Thank you,
morning.
Jam Down.
Thanks for that call, Jam Down.
Yeah.
And I will inform Public Works as soon as I get off the
Yes,
radio.
please. We don't want anybody
Yes, I will.
mashing up their ankles, especially the elderly. We have to look out for them. As you said, they built the country.
I have another question. I mean, I probably, this is probably a Public Works question, but I was just wondering if it maybe came up. Why did they fill in the drain along the road? It had like there was a little.
You mean on the bypass?
Yeah.
I can't say Jam.
Okay, because first when they did it, I was saying maybe they filled it in and then they were gonna dig it back out after. But then I realized they paved over it, so I was wondering.
The drain on which side?
On the to the
southern
seaside,
side.
the seaside, yeah. Mount.
Oh boy. Okay.
And even actually the runway side as well. I noticed.
So it's maybe something is open underneath because what's gonna happen when rainfall? You don't want floods happening. Because I can still see from the couple days of rain, well, more than a couple days we had rain, the Frigate Bay lawn is still saturated. I was actually shocked to see it was that saturated. It's still still saturated. Yep.
Even
that's the first time I've seen.
The Sugar Ridge it is?
Like
the
one.
The guy that sell the jelly water.
Sugar Ridge. Oh, yes, you are correct. Sugar Bay Club. Is Sugar Ridge? Maybe it's that, yeah.
Before you meet
yeah, I know.
Sugar
you know
complex.
what? Yeah. Yeah, still saturated.
I saw it last night.
Yeah, where they have the coconut.
There is saturated?
Yeah,
Really?
the water is still looming there.
I wonder if that does that mean the aquifer is full?
And the Frigate Bay lawn that's the first time I've seen the Frigate Bay lawn with so much water.
Yeah, the aquifer is full.
Well, the water has been nice and crispy and cool. Listen, I love the water I've been bathing with the past couple of days. Oh, smiles. Yeah, cold and nice and crispy. I like that. I don't like hot water at all.
Call or go right ahead.
Good morning.
Jamsta, I just calling back to ask a question. Jamsta, why is it we getting this kind of reception in the radio world? I mean, you can't hear your radio and we getting it on the TV. Why you think I just stop watch and listen? What's really going on, Jamsta? They'll fix the thing up Green Hill.
It's been worked on. It's actually
it shouldn't be the problem. Give the youth them who are customers tying the thing up the track and get the damn thing fixed.
It's not the electricity. It's a technical problem that we're working on. We should have it. Hopefully we'll have it.
All in England, man, I call me a night them say they can't hear Win FM. They want to know what's going on. You know?
Well, if they're in England, they're listening by the internet, and they most definitely should be able to get us.
Have a good morning.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, everybody's complaining about the radio situation. Apparently, it's not working again. So everybody has to watch. And for persons who just want to be by their radio while they do their chores, it's tedious to just have to watch us for the 2 hours. So that's 2 hours they're basically wasting because they don't have a telly where they're doing their chores. Yeah. Although we appreciate you watching us, but they would prefer to have the radio. Something about the radio and doing work matches or works.
And radio is frictionless. You just turn on the radio, whereas with the internet, you have to go on, you have to go and do this.
And for those, for the elderly that are not technically savvy, they're complaining bad.
Exactly.
So that's why jamming them is.
That's why we don't. You see, like Culture and them folks, like I miss hearing their voices because they're not hearing the radio. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
That's
elder.
a sad part, yeah.
So Jamsa have to work on that one.
Not me. She's being devil.
That's what I said. Y'all are tag teaming this morning. Oh boy.
Okay, Sophie, I'll give you the last word. It's 9:01.
I want to remind the motorists or motor vehicle owners. Remember, after 12 months and your vehicle is not licensed, for some reason, inform the traffic department. Because you'll get the next 12 months, and after that, your number would be reassigned to someone else. So if your vehicle is down for any reason and you cannot get it rectified within the 12 months, notify us, please, after a month of that. Because when licensing fee come around, you'll have to pay the outstanding fees. I just want to thank everyone for calling in this morning and informing us, and for your questions also.
As usual, officer, I want to say thank you for coming in and keeping us informed. Remember, folks, be mindful of the tint. Be safe on the road. Remember, if your vehicle is down for whatever reason, you can write to the traffic department. They're quite lenient. They'll assist you for a year. Thereafter, I guess you can work something else out with them. So, and remember, for those of you with the curtains in your vehicle, it's illegal. Take them down. Avoid being fined and be safe on the road. Thank you, officer.
Thank you.
And of course, Traffic Talk brought to you by Caribbean Alliance Insurance.
Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode.
When it comes to the important things in life, your health, your education, your choice of a life partner, and of course your insurance provider, Only the best will do. Caribbean Alliance Insurance is the only insurance company in the Eastern Caribbean with an A excellent rating. We have a robust 3-tier reinsurance strategy that protects our policyholders from multiple catastrophes, even if they occur in quick succession. We spread our risks over 18 territories, ensuring minimal impact to individual territories when a disaster strikes. We provide an excellent claims experience. Claim settlement is usually between 24 to 48 hours. Our A excellent rating means that you are more secure with us. Contact us for motor, property, marine, public liability, employer's liability, and other policies. Dalil Walwyn, people you can trust. Local agent for Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Tomorrow secured.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
I'm gonna have a worry-free Christmas, yes I will. I'm gonna have a worry-free Christmas, yes I will.
What's got you so happy?
I'm heading to TVC Financial Services for their worry-free Christmas promotion. They're offering up to $100,000 secured and $85,000 unsecured. It's everything I need to tick off my holiday to-do list. Renovating the house, getting gifts for the family, travel plans, and even back-to-school shopping. With TVC Financial Services, I'm getting ready for a worry-free Christmas. No stress, just joy. What about you? You joining me? TVC Financial Services, where money is made easy.
Similar know about you, but me love sing is a Nevis bad.
Soca Zone presents Showcase. Is a brand new show. It's an open mic edition for the artists. You can come and showcase your talent, where you can sing, do what you feel like, freestyle. If you want to be a singer from how long, but don't get the push nor the courage, this is the show for you. Every first Saturday, every month, we're going to be doing a show for the artists them. This is what the open mic edition is all about. The host Taslim, aka DJ Raspy of Tough House Sound, and Scratchy Bama. We don't know. Soca Zone 98.9, Win FM, Soca Zone Showcase. Every first Saturday, every month, Soca Zone presents Showcase Artist Thing 98.9.
About you, but me love sing is a Nevis bad.
And we're back on Island T. And Jamsta, I know before we continue our retirement age, I know we were asking just the other day about Mr. Barbecue himself. So I see there's an article here that says Haitian gang leader Barbecue escaped armed police confrontation. And in it, I noticed that he said 2 of his trusted allies were killed, but he escaped. Why are you running? If you were so bad. And yeah, I know it's not proper English, but I'm using what they would say. Why are you running from the police?
Yeah, he hasn't been in the news for a while. Huh?
Yeah, but he's back. The article even said he have a video with himself being in the confrontation. So I guess he heard people asking about him and he's made an appearance, but he had a cowardly run away. Wow.
A cowardly run away, I like that.
Oh my gosh. I empathize for the folks in Haiti. I even see that some of the persons, normal civilians, have become vigilantes. And they're dealing with the criminals there in Haiti. Oh boy.
So I posted a bunch of stuff there on the weekend. You know, this crazy world we live in. all these crazy things happening. You didn't see anything that you thought was interesting?
Because I don't have much time.
Oh yeah, I know.
You
what
remember,
you
I'm
mean.
always busy,
Yeah.
busy. Oh, good morning to Imo. I saw a schoolmate of mine on Friday. I didn't even recognize him. You know how people... He has a beard now. I know he's older. He has a beard now and he has dreadlocks. Imo, don't get me for talking your business. But I was like... my good friend Fidel brings him up. And I'm like... I did not recognize the dude. Eventually, when he smiled and I saw the eyes, I'd be like, oh, it's you. So, if you're still in the Federation, Imo, good morning. Good morning, Fidel. So
Funny how eyes have their own...
yeah, because I couldn't pick him up. I'm like, who is this? Like, dreads? No, I didn't expect... You know, we all grow up. And, you know, you don't know how people are going to look when they grow up. Not saying the guy looked bad, but I just couldn't recognize him with his dreadlocks and his beard. So... I
always feel bad when when I meet someone from school and I don't remember them. Like the person like he'll be like, you don't remember me from? I said, no, I don't. And then I always feel bad when a girl doesn't remember me. Like I'll see a girl and I said, oh, I remember you from. So she's like, you don't remember me? No, I'm like you. She's like, nah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm because my face says it all. Because I honestly genuinely did not recognize it was him.
So sometimes I go, boy, I'm thinking, sometimes I would say to the person, boy, was I that forgettable?
Well, we get older, things happen. We don't remember a lot of stuff. I'm trying to get into this chat, but it wouldn't work with me.
So I saw there's this crazy story I saw.
The Google one that you have.
There's a tribe called the Bayankole tribe.
Okay.
Bayankole.
Okay.
If I
see it there.
So marriage in this tribe is very important, and according to this Ugandan tradition, they're from Uganda. When a girl gets the age of 8 or 9, it's the duty of her aunt to groom her for family life. So virginity in this culture is held in high esteem, so the girls must abstain from premarital sex. The Ankole tribe considers the slim physique unattractive. To them, fat is simply sexy. So when girls get to the ages 8 and 9, they are required to go through a fattening process. This is usually done to speed up the weight gain of the girls so they can attract a husband. And the whole thing is, the crazy part is the aunt gets to try out the husband before.
Yeah, this is crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Somebody says, I will not marry from this tribe because one day my wife will be testing for the young sibling to confirm the potential of his performance, or they should allow me to inspect the husband. You can.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. Oh my gosh. What world do we live in?
What if the aunt gets pregnant?
I know. And someone else notes here, if this is really true, the culture is against moral ethics, and above all, it is not in line with godly standards, so it should be abolished now. Thanks.
Now someone says, I will not marry from this tribe because one day my wife will be testing.
Yeah, that's the one I just read.
But you didn't read the last part?
Yeah, I did. I just didn't read it with all of the.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want, you can. No, I didn't read that part. I didn't read that part at all. And it says, a next commenter says, doesn't the aunt have a husband who should protest?
Yeah.
Wow.
But then I guess if it's a culture, I mean, it probably wouldn't occur to him to protest.
What if the favorite auntie is HIV positive? Oh boy, from all the testings.
Wow.
Oh no. Listen, a lot of... Is it that it doesn't make sense to us because our culture does not abide by that? Because it might make sense to them. Although everything just seemed off. Because why would my aunt need to test my husband for me?
Someone's gone off the rails. No wonder African countries do not progress. Based on that person's name, I can say some things about your culture too. So don't even start.
Oh boy.
You know?
Oh boy.
I mean, there's bonkers stuff in every culture, right? Let me see. Wow, this is crazy.
What if that person's from Africa though, but they just have that name?
Yeah, could be.
Oh gosh, I'm getting married to the niece of the first lady of the Uganda soon. Oh gosh.
Well, so-called progressive and highly developed countries have people that go into malls and public places and schools and start shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So, and all of that happens in spite of progress.
Yep.
So I don't know what that person's point is. And those things don't happen in Africa. You know, in any country in Africa.
Right.
So I don't know. Yeah, some people just look for an excuse to go down that road. And another thing I thought was interesting was okay, so Google, the US government is thinking about breaking up Google. They want to separate the search from the rest of Google.
Who else are we gonna search for?
No, we'll be able to search, but they think that Google has too much. It's sort of in a monopolistic position. So the idea being that, for example, if you buy a phone, say you buy an Android or even an Apple phone. No, Google pays Apple about, if I'm correct, it's about 20-something billion a year to be the search engine of choice. So when you buy an Apple phone, it tends to I don't know if it's default, but Google is right on top as far as your choices for search. And they feel that Google is in a disadvantageous position. And it also, for example, with Android, they own Android, so it puts Android in a kind of sort of monopolistic position as well. Because when you think about it, there are only two phone platforms. You have iOS and you have Android. So they're saying, well, if Google didn't have such a stranglehold on search, it would make it easier for other people to compete. So.
But isn't Bing a search engine too? That's part of Google?
but no, Bing is Microsoft. But the point is that
most people use Google.
Yeah, Google is by far the leading.
Yeah.
The leading.
And you see the feature now on Google that has some AI overview. It basically comes up.
Everybody has that now.
Yeah, that's what
Google has that.
But that's the newest. I haven't seen that before now. Not like today now, but recently, because before it just came up, it didn't have this AI overview or whatever.
They have AI features as part of search now.
Okay.
So you can get it. So you could say search is a lot more. I guess you could say more intelligent. Right. And it's context driven. So for example, you'll remember. For example, you remember things that you searched for before, and take that into context and
send you other stuff.
And say, well, he searched about this, so maybe I shouldn't do this, or I should do this, that kind of thing.
Make it easier.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So and they want them to sell Chrome as well. They want them to sell their browser, because their browser now is also in a dominant position. Yeah, so it says a sale of Chrome will permanently stop Google's control of this critical search access point, because you're going to have the browser Chrome, and then most likely you're going to be running Google search. So they're saying those two things should not necessarily be intertwined. Even if they're saying, well, if you have Chrome as your browser as opposed to, say, what's in your Edge or something else, they're saying the search aspect shouldn't be so intertwined with the browser that you feel like, oh, just because it's Google, let me go ahead. They're saying if you say you're using the Chrome browser, it should be just as easy for you to select Bing or Google search or DuckDuckGo or any of those search engines. So I kind of understand where they're coming from in that aspect, because the European Union has forced Google and these people to free up these things, so you don't. For example, if you buy a Chromebook, they can't have Google search as the default search engine, because Chrome and Google search are owned by Google. you cannot you can't have that. So you have to choose. So when the person sets up the computer, they'll choose which search engine they want. It's not a
like
matter
Firefox.
Firefox or whatever. Yeah.
And there's a new one. Oh my gosh, Opera.
Oh, Firefox is a browser. Those are browsers.
Mm.
Yeah, search engines. DuckDuckGo. Opera is a search.
Opera is
a browser. No,
a browser too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you have a lot of browsers. So you see,
Mm-hmm.
most people don't even use those. There's one called Brave that I use.
What?
Brave.
Brave?
Mm-hmm. I've been
Never
using
heard
it
of
for
that
about
one.
3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very cool because it shuts down ads, and you can. I don't bother with that, but apparently they can pay you. You actually get paid for browsing. I don't know how that works because that doesn't seem to make sense in my head, but because I don't know how they make money. But yeah,
somewhere.
So that is one of the things I thought was interesting. Also, now on the weekend we had 7 Pulse soca artists performing on Friday, and then you had the groovy. I haven't received the results for the groovy soca stuff yet, but that song "You Wicked" topped the scoring charts as far as going on to the finals.
Who sang that?
Akayu Sweet and Tubop. I want to play a little bit of that. I'm not surprised. Because I remember I was turning it over my head. I said, what song do I feel like should come out on top? And that was the song I actually had in mind.
I saw it on loop too.
Yeah. So this is a high score from the Power Soca eliminations on Friday. Akayu Sweet and Tubop. Wicked. It would be nice if this got road match as well. But in St. Kitts, if you're not a band, you can't get road match.
Well, that needs to be changed. I hope the powers that be listening.
It has happened before in recent times, but it was Connors, I think. But then when you have the machine of the government behind you, anything is possible. So that was the biggest scoring track from Friday night. So Friday they had the Power Soca eliminations, and Saturday they had the groovy. I haven't seen the results yet I actually requested them. I haven't seen them yet. So let me see who else. They didn't even give a list. They only talked about those.
And Tubop can sing too. I normally go to
Mm-hmm.
Splash when their band's playing. I think it's New Horizons is the name of the band that he's one of the lead singers in.
Oh, Tubop?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
He's a great singer.
I was actually shocked. I was like, St. Kitts have all this talent?
Yeah. Who's New Horizons? They're like a cover band, right?
Yeah. I don't remember I don't know. I never knew his name until I saw the article. But all I know, they can sing. There's one of the gentlemen in the group. If you hear him, you look twice to make sure it's not Junior Gong up there. Because he's that good.
Wow.
He is that good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent.
Yeah. Plenty. Yeah, there was this other band, KC5. The guy that I saw singing, he has a good reggae. He has a Gramps Morgan vibe. And I'm like, oh, all these people in, because they were on last Friday, and I'm like, these people live here, and the fact that we don't. Well, I don't attend the music festival, so I don't know what happens. But I wonder, are these people on the festival? Are they even side acts so that the international acts that come could like say, oh?
That kind of reminds me of the first time I heard Paige. I can't remember her last name. She had a group, Paige, Virgil, and this other chick had a.
I think I know who you mean. I don't know the name of the group though.
I had heard people rave about her, right? And it was.
That's the girl with the dreads.
Paige? No.
There's this girl with dreadlocks. She can sing too. My gosh, she can sing.
Yeah.
She's fair. She's fair skinned. Yeah, she can really, really sing.
I was
Good.
like, when I was like, I remember, damn, there are people in think it's gonna sing like that.
Yeah.
You know, so like I was really impressed. So I know exactly how you felt, and I know Tubap can sing.
Yeah, like when what's her name again? Mimi. She went to Antigua to represent Think It's in the JC's competition, and let me tell you, when she sang, you could hear a pin drop in that recreational ground. It was they were like shocked. Persons couldn't believe she could sing that good. Yeah, so we got plenty talent here, man. What are we doing? We need to put our talent on. We need to put our talent on so they can get some money.
You know what I find? I find that there's this weird thing that I find everybody that Tiga sounds like Claudette, all the females.
Oh, congratulations to her! You realize she got married Saturday last. So congratulations, Claudette Peters
that was
and
be
hubby.
My segue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You find? I don't find so. I find Tizzy songs different.
Well,
Claudette is just Claudette.
Not Tizzy so much.
Go Claudette.
The others?
Who else? Who else songs? I don't find.
The others, I always find.
Who do you find song like her in Antigua? Tian has a different song. Tian Winter has a different song.
Yeah.
The late Ricardo Drew had a different song. Claudette is just Claudette. Ain't nobody could song like Claudette. Tizzy have a different song.
I think.
What are they called? Burning Flames with the mosquito song.
I'm trying to think of the other females.
Yeah.
Well, Janine sounds different. Well, Janine is from Montserrat, but she lives in Antigua. But,
okay, I'm not familiar with Janine, so I can't see. But to me, Claudette is Claudette. My gosh, nobody could touch that voice there. Nobody can sing like her. Just like how we could differentiate between Claudette and Patsy, which is Patrice, and Destra. Yeah, we could. Everybody has their own song. Miss Batson. We could differentiate between all of them.
I remember there was a time when female singers were just got popular. Like it was hard to tell the difference. After it, maybe after
I'm trying to think if I encountered
maybe after
that.
a few months. I mean, even me as a DJ saying that.
The only person.
Well, maybe not for me, but I think some people didn't know the difference.
When Rihanna came out, I almost thought it was Beyonce doing a different genre, especially when she come out with the Pondary play. I'd be like, this is Beyonce.
Really?
And then and then eventually she got her own song. To me, she sounded like Beyonce, but I was wondering if it's because she was coming from the camp and maybe she got some assistance over there. But once she realized, okay, I can make this my own, she made it her own. Because initially too, my tongue is being tied. She, to me, spoke more American. And then when she realized her Bayesian twang made more sense, the representation was needed, she just cut it out and she went straight Barbadian. Yeah. But she sounded like Beyonce when she first came out to me.
Yeah, Rihanna.
But I don't think I've heard any so good. Because even Dennis Sauciwa, Denny's, hear me, Dennis. Denny's. Lord, Denny's don't get me. Yeah, Belfont sound different too. Man, they all.
Yeah,
to me, they all sound different.
But there was a time like Allison, like when Allison came up, and then I think Destra was right after that, and then maybe Patrice.
I could see little.
But then afterwards,
similarities.
You got the nuances. I said, "Oh, that's Allison. That's Patrice." And
that's Destra.
So now you know them right off the bat.
As soon as you hear them, and one person you can't mix up with anybody, Miss Blackman. Nyla.
Wait. Nyla, yeah.
She's just in a different part of her own. She just sounds different with the raspy.
And she has this quasi-Indian singing style going on.
Her look too.
Nyla, yeah.
I guess she's mixed, so she mixes her sound and her music as well. Yeah.
She's not mixed.
Yeah.
She is?
Yes.
Doesn't look mixed to me.
She doesn't?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she's mixed race, man. She's not one flat race.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what else? Let me see. Oh, by the way, the Legends tent, they're going to be at the Meltaway in the village on Walwyn Street. That's the Democrat Street. That's the street everyone calls Democrat Street. So they're going to be there on November 28th. That's this Thursday, doing their thing. And here's another crazy story. Puerto Rico's Daniel
Oh, Mr. World.
Mejia wins the first ever Mr. World title. I
Yep.
didn't even. Well, you know what's confusing about this article though? It says the first ever Mr. World title, but then the article still goes on to say he succeeds Jack Hazelwood of England. So which is it? Is it they meaning the first Puerto Rican Mr. World, or do they mean the first Mr. World? Because he said he succeeds Jack Hazelwood of England. This is the first Mr. World. Okay, so
So the title says for Puerto Rico's wins first ever. So it means this is the first time Puerto Rico is winning.
but
You want to think is that?
It's ambiguous. Yeah, it's ambiguous. The title
yeah.
is poorly written. It sounds like it's the first ever Mr.
Just
World.
like, oh, this is the first time Denmark has won Miss Universe. Although people are claiming it should have been Miss Nigeria, though. Yeah, listen, the things that I'm seeing coming out from that pageant, even when they had touch up on the stage, they were touching up the other girls more than Miss Nigeria. But the average person was saying Miss Nigeria didn't need much touching up. They only did her lips, you know?
Isn't Miss Nigeria the lady that's from South Africa?
Yeah, that South Africa didn't want. Yeah, but she...
Sick people.
I even look, when she... After they announced her as first runner-up and she went over, you should have seen how the contestants were oohing and eyeing over like she was the winner. And the persons that was narrating that was saying, so you can definitely see her poise and her grace and whatever else. This is why the contestants are basically lauding over her, like, oh my gosh,
they could see.
when she won. But I said maybe it's not her time. Maybe she can wheel and come again. She's pretty young. And now Miss Universe does not have a cutoff age or anything like that. So maybe she can do it again.
So I didn't know that there was a Mr. World.
Me neither. This is the first time.
And why is this needed? I mean, why do you need a Mr. World?
Because the guys need representation too.
I don't know about that.
And the guys look just like the gals here when they're like, yay, Mr. World.
And I have one for you. This story I had you in mind when I posted it. You know what a gate louse is?
A what?
A gate louse.
No.
Someone who jumps the line during boarding. So you see the article? And this, I think, which airline just introduced technology to embarrass those people and stop them.
I mean, jump the line. Like they get in front of somebody that's been waiting there for a long time.
Okay, what is gate lice and why are airlines working to put an end to it? In a bold move to change the often chaotic airport boarding experience, one of America's largest carriers is deploying cutting-edge technology to restore order at departure gates nationwide. The initiative aims to eliminate the notorious phenomenon of gate lice, premature boarding attempts that have long frustrated both passengers and airline staff. Let me see. The innovative system currently being rolled out across more than 100 airports represents a significant investment in passenger experience improvement. Using sophisticated scanning technology, the setup automatically identifies boarding pass information and provides immediate audiovisual feedback when passengers attempt to board outside their designated group. So you won't be able to try that again.
No.
Apparently on CNN they had a story on it. They said it buzzes. It buzzes when people try to jump the line.
Pass, yeah. Because if you are at Group A, why is Group F trying to get through?
Yeah, I know.
Wait your turn.
So what do you do when people do that? If you happen to be in that part of the service chain, or you don't, you just let people.
Your group is not ready for boarding as yet. That's all. As nice as you can.
So you don't lose your temper sometimes?
No, why? You can't.
So you've never had to put your foot down? I mean, like,
yeah, but you can still be firm, and you can still be respectful, and you can still not get out of character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. I was gonna take a break, but we have a call. Let's take this call. 9:32. Caller, go right ahead. Auntie.
Morning again, guys.
Hi, Cleo.
To me, right? I think they board the plane so wrong. I think for me, personally, I think they should start from the back to the front. Because, you know, they like, the first class going first. But then when you're going, everybody butting on you. Excuse me. And the first time everybody, you got to be booting in the first, so everybody booting, excuse me. Start from the back, common sense. Load the back up first. So it's much easier. But I guess, if you figure if you're bored last, I show your ticket. I guess it's some whatever standard they want to follow. Like you're so important, you get the board first.
Yeah.
And this rave about first class. I don't know why people rave about first class because first class funky.
Which first class have you been in?
No, so funky.
You have not been in the Emirates first class. Whose first class have you been in,
What, you
ma'am?
you flying first class on a cattle freighter?
Oh no!
It is just so funky. I don't know why they even this up, but look, it smells so funky.
I want to know
Like,
which carrier you went on that left you with that bad taste in your mouth.
It's not a pleasant smell.
Oh boy!
But I think they should do the staff on the back first to make it easier for everybody. And you were talking about Social Security, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think when you look at it, you think Social Security just seems like a big old scam, a big ripoff. Because you work so hard.
Mm-hmm.
You put in all this time. They take out your money and they're going to tell you retirement start at 65 and some want to go to 70 and 75.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to enjoy that money you work so hard to get?
Well, where you're living, it says 66 if you were born from 1943 to 1954 and 67 from 1955 to 1960 or later. So I don't know when you were born, but Lord, 67 seemed far.
I was born 66.
Okay.
I am so proud of my age. If you see me,
Yeah,
you think I'm
but look at that.
35.
But look at that caller, 67 now. You had to wait till 67 to get your retirement.
But actually here in the U.S., I can actually go and get some of retirement money at 55.
Okay, all right.
But I think it's still a big ripoff because then if you got to wait so long to retire and get your money, and the thing is, some people as they retire, they drop out, and the family member don't even get that money. You just go there for somebody else to use.
Yeah.
Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Okay, so we have another crazy story that is, I think, presages a lot of the kind of stuff we're going to be dealing with AI in the years to come. So right after this.
Okay.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Fruta full of vitamin ting. Real fruit juice, full of vitamin. Pop open the goodness, just dive in. Fruta every night, fruta every morning.
It's the amazing taste and quality in fruit juice you've come to know and love. Anytime, anywhere, any occasion. Fruta is your tastier, better, healthier choice.
We got the vibes, fruta. Real nice, fruta.
And for the families, remember to pick up the 1 liter.
Magnum, my brand. Everybody put your Magnum in the air now. From you a drink Magnum, let me see. Take charge of things now your place now. From the river to the beach to the street. Hot Magnum when me have in a me hand there. Give her a sip and she tell me sweet. Look for me watch for your quick time check. Yeah. Right now a Magnum a for your beat. Enjoy yourself every day of the week with a Magnum. My life I forget sweeter. Must be 18 years and older to drink. Drink responsibly.
SL Hudson and Company at the Caribou says to mark the date as Thursday, November 28th, you pay nothing at the gate when the legend Skeleton Tent returns to the Meltaway in Buckley site. It was so nice, we're doing it twice. On stage, Lady Diva, Empress Lyrics, The Undertaker, The Ijo, The Invincible, Lady Correct, Website, Lady Legacy, Lucius, Alamolu, Taz, Rico, and more. Master of Ceremonies, The Cutter, live and direct at the Meltaway. See you there.
She wake it up from the graveyard.
And we are back. It's 9:37. So I saw this story, and I just kind of shook my head and I kind of smiled because I know that we're going to be facing a lot of this in the future, and it's probably happening. It's probably even happening here already.
Which one?
This story, parents sue a school for punishing their son for copy pasting AI homework. And they get a rude wake-up call. So a boy attending Hingham High School in Massachusetts got caught red-handed copying and pasting answers generated by an AI chatbot into his homework assignment, earning him a failing grade and a stint in detention. Mercifully, he was allowed to redo the patch he cheated on. His mom and dad, though, decided that this was some sort of cosmic injustice. And let me see, where is it? A pop-up just came up and must have, yeah. So his mom and dad, though, decided this was some sort of cosmic injustice. Rather than use this as an opportunity to teach their kid about the wrongs of plagiarism, the parents, Dale and Jennifer Harris, fearful of their son's college prospects, threatened to sue the school. The couple probably expected the school's administrators to cave to the fear of litigation, but they didn't. The case has gone to court, and unfortunately for the boys' overbearing parents, isn't exactly going their way. As part of their lawsuit, the Harris family filed a motion demanding that the judge issue an injunction to the school that would force it to remove the incident from their son's disciplinary record. So, in short, what happened is that the school replied that they're saying that, well, there's nothing in the rules that says you can't use AI, but the school has rules that talks about using technology inappropriately and stuff like that. So that's the point they were making. So it seems as though they lost. Apparently, he used the AI tools he used was in an app called Grammarly. You ever heard of Grammarly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard of it. So
I didn't even know that Grammarly had AI stuff in it. So, but my problem is the question is, another question that arises is using AI plagiarism. I mean, this is interesting.
But it's not your work.
It's not your work, but
yeah.
Granted, the AI gets the work from somewhere. Some human somewhere, human or humans would have written whatever it is that they referenced and included in their work. So I guess maybe you could argue it is plagiarism. But I was just thinking that They said what? They basically punished him for a rule that doesn't exist, but that's not true. The judge presiding over the case, Paul Levinson, at the Massachusetts District Court, didn't see it that way. On Monday, he issued an order that shot down their motion for an injunction. On the facts, there's nothing in the preliminary factual record to suggest that HHS officials were hasty in concluding that RNH had cheated. The kid's name can't be released because he's a minor.
Yeah, it's a minor, yeah.
Yeah. So, this is interesting. We're gonna have a lot of this.
Yeah, because a lot of people use that to write their speeches. And I remember the other day I had to do a speech and somebody said, you could use, I'd be like, no, I'm going to go the old-fashioned way. I'm going to be authentic and I'm going to be myself.
That's just
I'm not going to let somebody tell me what I should say. Plus, I'm going to talk to young people. Why would I want ChatGPT to give me some words that the poor kids, not saying they're not wise, but I don't want any rambunctious, ridiculously big words that people can't understand just because it wants me to sound like I am who I'm not. Yeah.
I mean,
I did it myself. Sorry. That's just how I feel. I know we are technologically inclined. Technology is taking over one bit at a time. But, oh gosh, why are we down in what got us here to make that technology?
You do realize Trump would have used this if it was available back then, right?
He probably using it all now.
Because then he would...
he wouldn't use it, man.
No, because he wouldn't have had to pay the person. If he even paid the people.
He better.
Because, he doesn't pay, right? He hires, like, for example, rallies, he'd hire... Here we are talking about Trump again. But, he'd
he wasn't on our radar, trust me, guys.
Hire sound systems, venues, caterers, and not pay them and stuff like that. And this is who they elect to be president. But I digress.
None of our business.
None of our business, yeah.
And back to the topic at hand. Yeah. Did you because I wasn't here for one of them, but did you congratulate Dr. Terrence Martin? Named among the best wealth managers and advisor under 40 in the U.S. So congrats, Dr. Martin.
Yes, made the news. Actually, we cannot play tomorrow.
Okay.
I was planning to ask Kevin to separate it from the news.
Okay.
Today's his day off, so.
Okay.
So Kevin, if you're listening.
Oh Lord, you give away Kevin. If Kevin say he had to work, oh boy, poor Kevin.
So because that was on the news this morning, and actually he was supposed to be here this morning, but his flight got delayed. He was gonna be doing the show in Money Matters in person.
Okay.
So the in person is gonna start next week.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a rebroadcast of one of the last 3 shows from the new season of Money Matters. Yeah.
Oh. He's good.
So he was talking about on the news. Thanks for bringing it up.
No,
he was talking about how he thinks it's probably a big deal because it's a very white male world, the world of finance and finance advisors and so.
And the brother's under 40, so yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Good things. He's the associate professor and director of Winston-Salem State University, so great things. You go, guy. Congratulations. Many more accomplishments to go.
Do you know what's interesting about that name, Winston-Salem, and that state?
Okay, Salem. When I hear Salem, I think witchy.
Yeah, but something else. Those 2 names.
Okay,
cigarette brands. And North Carolina is where they grow a lot.
I didn't even know that part.
Tobacco, yeah. Cigarette brands. Winston's. I always thought it was interesting.
Oh boy.
There's Winston cigarettes, Salem cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
And in North Carolina where they grow a lot of tobacco. Yeah. So
gosh.
I always thought that was kind of funny. Winston-Salem University. The puffing professors.
Oh. Oh boy.
I'm just playing.
Oh boy, the puffing professors.
We kind of touched on the Ellen DeGeneres thing on Friday, I think.
What was that?
One of the people who
moved out?
Actually said that she was going to move if Trump won.
Has she moved?
And she really did, yes.
Where is she living now?
The Cotswolds in England.
Oh, I didn't even know Eva Longoria moved out of the US.
Yeah, she moved too, yeah.
Yeah, but this is
Mexico,
before that.
Right?
I'm not sure where she is.
I saw it. It's in the article.
But wow, everybody's leaving.
I can't remember what country they said she moved to. But I actually looked up the Cotswolds. It's really nice. It's really pretty.
No.
It's really picturesque. It's like the kind of country you would. That's the kind of country they could have shot. What's it called? Oh God. Like Harry Potter or what's it? The ring. The
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not into those mythical things.
Yeah, really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
because I
good.
was like, I'd never heard of the Cotswolds before, so it's in southwest England. I said, let me go check that out.
Everybody moving out of the US.
And why is this person calling me and I'm on the air?
Because they didn't know that. They don't know that. You see Wicked and the Gladiator, they're out and they're making waves.
Yeah, so what's the box office like?
I'm not quite sure. I'm Googling it now.
Cleo says you could not go a day without calling Trump's name.
Oh boy.
Pretty much.
We were going good, I don't know how he got in there, but ChatGPT put him in there.
He intrudes on everything. No, because Cleo, for real, if AI was available to him, he would have used it to do his papers at Wharton College, because then he would have been able to avoid paying anyone. I rest my case.
Okay, so Wicked has made Universal defies the odd with their feature to take of $5 billion grossing Broadway stage show. Oh, it's a Broadway stage show, Wicked, $5 billion. Opening to $104 million domestic and $164.2 million worldwide.
Which?
Wicked has grossed so far.
Wow. And how's Gladiator 2? I have to go and see that. How's that doing?
I'm checking. Wow.
Okay, so I'm looking in the meantime. I'm looking to see where Eva Longoria moved to.
Okay.
Oh, so it's Spain and Mexico.
Oh.
Okay.
So you're correct. You're correct.
And apparently, you ever watch this show on CNN called Searching for Italy?
No, look at this before we continue. Wicked leads global box office with 1.64 million. Gladiator 2 surpasses 220 million worldwide.
Really? Already?
Already. Wow, y'all doing things, man. Wow. So those are the two biggest movies that I'm hearing. Everybody talk about. Everybody wants to go see Wicked. Everybody wants to go see Gladiator. I don't like gory movies, so
I did see a
Gladiator
headline.
won't be my jam.
I did see a headline on the weekend where Denzel Washington said this is his biggest movie ever.
Gladiator?
Yeah. I mean, he's been in solid, respectable
seeing him in there as a king, right?
Box office wise. No, he's
Isn't he a ruler?
Well, he becomes the Caesar. He becomes the emperor, but apparently he is he's an arms dealer.
Okay.
And runs a stable of gladiators for the Colosseum.
Okay, so is he one of the directors
of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's just a star.
Oh, okay. He's just part of it.
Imagine. I wonder if he's a producer, because that would mean he'd be getting a nice chunk of change.
Well, he's gonna make them a chunk of change for them to pay him some of that chunk of change.
There was controversy. I remember I was reading about the movie early up in the year. There was controversy over him apparently using his New York accent, because he said he thought it made more sense than doing this fake Shakespearean accent, and the director went with it. What's his face?
Makes sense.
Ridley
when
Scott.
You have somebody that's in the business for that long.
Exactly.
And know what works,
yeah.
Let them.
So
work.
people were up in arms, like, oh, how do you defile our European our European culture with your gutter twang,
No.
I just made that up.
Wait, I'm looking at it. It says Gladiator 2 is an upcoming epic historical action film directed and co-produced by Ridley Scott. So who is the producer? Hold on.
No, meaning they have other producers.
Yeah,
Co-producers, so meaning.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he so I definitely have to go and see that.
Look at you joining the masses.
Denzel is the man.
Okay, Ridley Scott, David Franzoni, Douglas Wick, Laurie McDonald, Lucy Fisher, Michael A. Bruce, and Walter Parks.
Oh, Walter Parks. Okay.
Yeah. So there's 7 of them.
Yeah, that's one of the producer names I know. Yeah. So those are people who usually put up money. Yeah.
And make back big money.
Because
you see how much. Listen, we just love the movies, don't we?
And so as we get close to Carnival, and there's all these things to do, movies to watch, so many choices,
shows to attend, mass to play. What else is there? Things to buy, unnecessary things to buy for your house.
Yeah, that too.
Even if you don't need them.
But trust me, there are some things you definitely do need. Like, for example, you know what I need right now?
So why do we need them now?
I was actually thinking yesterday when I was cooking, right? I was thinking, if anyone asks me, seriously, I was thinking, I actually thought this. So if anybody asks me what I want for my birthday, I'm going to say I need a set of fruit and vegetable brushes, cleaning brushes.
Fruit and vegetable cleaning brushes?
Yeah, there's these brushes you can use to scrub, like, potatoes and so,
Oh, if you intend to keep the skin on while you're cooking them. Okay.
So I said, because I have one and it's like on its last leg. So I was like, if anyone asks, that's one of the things I'm gonna.
If I want anything for Christmas, is a coffee maker. I have some pumpkin spice coffee that I need to get the step in on making.
Really?
Yeah. So I need a coffee maker.
Pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
So it's like the grounds with pumpkin spice in it.
Yeah.
Can I have some?
People will hear you on air. Sure, yeah. So I want a coffee maker to get my coffee going. Yeah.
You can buy a 4-cup. They're not expensive.
A what?
Oh, you know who has? Kumar. He has some
Nice coffee makers.
Yeah, well, like a nice.
I'm not
you can get a
looking-
4-cup.
Yeah, we are talking about presents here.
Maybe no more than 200.
As I said, we're
not bad.
talking about presents. I don't mind. Yeah,
Oh,
get
presents.
me-
Oh,
yeah,
presents.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's the whole thing. So I
Oh,
gotta get my
presents,
filter. I
okay.
gotta get that. Yeah. And I gotta get the 7 with my coffee. And I finally found the Coffee Mate creamer. In pumpkin spice. It was the last one on the shelf at Rams. It's like it was hidden there waiting for me.
What brand?
What is Coffee Mate?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like he was sitting there waiting for me, and I was like,
That
"Thank
reminds
you."
me. Maybe I should.
I haven't seen the peppermint creamer just yet. I hope they're bringing them for Christmas, so they were saving to bring them for December.
I should buy some pumpkin spice.
'Cause-
I bought one Christmas. What do you use it for? I think pumpkin pie or something. Yeah, probably. So maybe I should buy one.
Yeah.
I usually just put cinnamon in the coffee and vanilla sometimes. If
Yeah,
I
but
have.
it's not the same vibe.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I thought the
Yeah, I
pumpkin
had some
spice
hot
would be
chocolate
nice.
this morning. I put cinnamon in it. Yeah, I like nutmeg in hot chocolate, and I like nutmeg in Milo. It just gives it
Yeah,
a
for real.
zhuzh. Yeah.
On any
When I flew and I went to Grenada, that's the first place I tasted it, and I just kept it pushing.
I put star anise in when I make chocolate. Like the real chocolate. That got some.
Yeah,
from,
with the round bark.
I got some from Sharon.
Okay.
They come from St. Lucia.
Yeah.
So you grate it.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, some nutmeg, and star anise.
Okay.
Just throw them in. And
I add some
wonderful.
arrowroot so I can thicken up my chocolate so it goes down nice. Yeah. I got that from my friend in Dominica.
Arrowroot.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She made it like
Is
that.
arrowroot related to cassava? Sometimes.
I'm not sure what it looks like, but the powder is white.
But
And it looks like flour.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So yeah, and they over there they boil it with bay leaves and other spices, and let me tell you, when that chocolate drops it like in you. Yeah. I got some last year from someone who had a friend from St. Lucia, because I'm like, I need tea to eat my pepper pot and bread, because that's how we accustomed to doing it, and I wanted authentic
Pepper pot and
chocolate
bread?
sticks. Yeah.
So what kind of meat goes into the pepper?
Well, I only use beef. I don't
Beef.
use pork and all of those fancy things. Yeah, because I'm not an eater of those. So
what kind of bread?
Homemade bread.
Okay, like
Yeah, and I put in some aniseeds. I don't use the star anise because I like to taste it. So I mix my flour with my butter, my salt, my sugar.
Also, you know the baked bread?
Yes.
Cool.
Just like how I know how to make rotis too. I'm GT.
Make what?
Roti skins.
Oh.
And the curry.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I haven't learned in my life to bake is cake.
Really?
And
That's
I
easy.
don't know if I'll ever learn again.
That's easy.
I never even tried a box one.
No, don't.
No, but I mean, at least to say I'm learning to
No,
do.
it's cake is easy.
I have 2 other sisters that are the bomb.com at baking, but this one here, I'm the only thing I bake well is my bread.
Cake
I'm
is
not a
easy.
cake. I'd never
Bread.
tried a cake.
Okay, make
And
sure.
I
you-
made pies. I made sweet potato pie. I do all these things, but
That's
I don't bake no
interesting.
cake. How does that?
Interesting. This is, you know what? I actually, it's funny you bring up pie.
Mhm.
I'm making apple pie later.
Oh, look at you.
I was gonna do it yesterday, but after I finished cooking, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that today.
I
So
made
I'm not gonna do that later.
sweet potato pie the Jamaican style because I like it like that.
Wow.
Yeah, with all the extra things to pour on top, and yeah.
So I ruined the
Ma-
surprise.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was gonna bring you some tomorrow. But
I'll still get some tomorrow, but at least I know I'm getting.
no,
apple pie.
you ruined it. So no, I'm kidding. I'm
Well,
kidding.
see, you didn't have to
kidding,
say
I'm
what you were
kidding.
doing.
I'm
We were just
kidding.
talking about what
I'm
we were
kidding, but
baking.
you brought the pie, so
Yeah. For all the cooks around, I should have a. This week's quiz should be about cooking. I hope Jay's here too, so let me see how much he doesn't cook, because he don't look like he's a cooker. Yeah. I hope you're listening, Jay. Good
looks
morning.
like one of those people who makes restaurants rich, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's not nice.
Yeah, but Jay looks like that. He's proven. He comes in here with breakfast that's already made and bought.
Let me squeeze this one in. Back to the AI thing. This was another story I posted and I'd forgotten.
The woman with the rent?
Yeah, a woman who alleged an AI algorithm discriminated against her wins a $2 million lawsuit. So this thing is real. This thing is real. So she, on November 20th, Muriel Dewey, a black woman, was awarded a whopping $2.2 million settlement in a lawsuit against Safe Rent Solutions, a third-party service that provides resident screening and applicant risk scores to landlords and property. This is going to happen more and more. And so she won because she successfully proved that the algorithm was was discriminating against her based on race, and assumptions were being made about her ability to pay simply because she was black and so on. So she won. So I'm glad to hear that. So, because a 2021 study from the University of California revealed that an AI-based mortgage system consistently charged black and Latino borrowers higher interest rates than their white counterparts for identical loans. In 2023, the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority faced accusations of using an algorithmic scoring system that resulted in black and Latino individuals experiencing homelessness receiving lower priority scores for assistance. So take that. 2.2 million. No appeal. Make that woman rich. Get that paper, girl.
Get her $2 million.
Yeah, so.
But imagine that's soon we're not going to have any human interaction.
I know. I mean, and the thing that people.
Just imagine AI is going to decide if we get to rent or not, or if we get someplace to live or not.
We have to remember that humans are the ones who create these artificial intelligence programs. So they're going to reflect more likely
making
than
ourselves extinct.
Yes, but they're going to reflect our biases as well. You know.
Yep.
Cleo says Thanksgiving is Thursday, so a lot of cooking and baking will be going on in my house.
Oh, nice.
Cleo, just letting you know, couriers are a thing. So you can, you have DHL, you have FedEx, you have UPS. You can just pop a pumpkin pie in a box and send it down for us. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, big Thanksgiving. Then it's Friday's Black Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. People be mindful. Thursday. Don't spend too much unless you don't need it. Don't get it. Yeah.
So we have, like I said, we're gonna have the big doctor in here for the first in person for the season, just like we did last year. Mm-hmm. Last year he came home for Carnival and we had the shows in person.
So you're not having it today?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play back one of the ones from last month. In fact, we're gonna play the one from last week. Men, Money, and Meaning. Seeing that,
you said
it's
men.
Men, Money, and Meaning.
Yeah. So hey Mario, good morning. Mm-hmm. Morning, Dion.
So we're gonna play that back, and he'll be here in person next week for Money Matters. Mr. One of the 45 or 40? 45 financial advisors.
No. He's one of the wait. Let me get
one of 45 under 40.
One of 40. Wait. All I know is under 40. I don't see 40.
Yeah.
You sure you're not crossing two articles?
No. No, they did the article on him, but he was one of 45 people that were selected. Yeah.
Because I know we had 45 men selected here.
He was the only brother on the list. Yeah. One of our own.
I just see under 40.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's of 45, basically 45 white guys and Terrence.
Okay. Well, you go, Terrence.
Oh, 44 white guys and Terrence. Yeah.
Oh, to make him the 45th. Okay. All right.
Well, he's not 45 though. I don't know if they're in any particular order.
I know, but just to the total.
Yeah,
since you say it's 45. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have a rebroadcast of Men, Money, and Meaning, which is especially timely given it's men's month and all that.
Yeah, so men, manage the money wisely, please. I empathize with you having to support everybody, including yourself. So manage it wisely, sirs.
Yes.
Alrighty, so today was a fun one.
It was.
We spoke about the retirement age. We made mention of barbecue. The Cheeto guy got a little peep in, and it was a good one. We spoke about movies. Yeah, I think we touched.
We actually got through a lot of the stories. You know, usually we don't even get through all the things that we table. Yeah.
And we remind you to respect the laws of the road and the traffic department. Remember, if your vehicle is down, write your letter, take it in, have a conversation with them. They'll work with you at least for a year. After the year, I guess you will have to have a continued conversation to ensure that you still can keep your number. And remember, you can't pay to keep it because the number is attached to the vehicle that is licensed. And if it's not licensed, then the number has to go to somebody else.
In short, people, suck it up and open the curtains in your car.
Take them off. Have a great day, and thanks for listening and watching.